We're making a picture about inner life, and nobody really believes that it can be put on the screen, including me. I don't believe it either, but screw it. All right, spotlight's off, camera. Up to Jenna. Moving in. Look towards Seymour, Jenna.
That I would be the only one.
Back.
You promised me the only
House
one.
lights.
Promised me, you promised me.
How I missed you, honey.
And that's very difficult.
You got one now?
Now, any fool can say, I know exactly what to do. Well, you don't. She comes in, she sees me. I don't know what to do. I'm an actor. I'm also the director of the film. I don't know what to do. Only the actor will know what to do. Only the actor will know what to do. So out of it, we have to follow the lines of that script, you know? And we also have to do it for the camera. It just can't be an accident that, oh, we're just going to do this. So the camera has to be set up. All these people together come in and out and help make the movie because they're all individual, and none of them, not one person on the crew is a kiss ass. Okay. Let's get this on.
That's it.
Ryan.
Whoa!
No, Debbie, don't go.
Give us this
Look, hold it, fellas. I don't want to. Everyone's deciding how to do this, and I'm not agreeing to this yet. Jenna, you're a genius. Jenna, I don't know where you're hiding.
I'm trying to get out of the way of the ornament, John. Look it, honey. Look it. Try to look at this just a second. All right.
You want me to shoot it?
Sweetheart, try to just look at the problem.
No, I don't want to hear it. You kiss her over here on her cheek, on this side. Drama. I know you're tired. You can't be more tired than me. That's true. You can't. Because you're younger and stronger. Who wants it to work smoothly? You want it to work rough. All right, here we go. Let's go. You wanted to come in and change pace. Otherwise, you get bored to death. Making movies is waiting around, waiting for your dynamic turn. Cut. Once more, right, everybody. First places. Let's get it back to playback right now. No movement, no makeup. Stay out. Leave us alone. Let's go right now.
We should be over here because she hasn't even gone to her yet.
Cut. Bullshit. Horseshit. Okay, that's good. Good horseshit. All right. Okay. Where's Sam? God, where is he?
Good going, Sammy.
Cut.
Good going, Sammy.
Okay, that's it. Gentlemen, that is a wrap. How were you? Whoa. Thank you very much. Now you got yours. No, I don't think a person can live without a philosophy. What is philosophy? Philos in Greek means friend or love. Love and friend are synonymous. And the study is any aphi is a study of. So it's a study of love. And to have a philosophy is to know how to love and to know where to put it. Because you can't put it everywhere. You walk around, you got to be a minister or a priest saying, yes, my son, or yes, my daughter, bless you. But people don't live that way. They live with anger and hostility and problems and lack of money, lack of, tremendous disappointments in their life. So what they need is a philosophy. What everybody needs is a way to say, where and how can I love? Can I be in love so that I can live? So that I can live with some degree of peace, And I guess every picture we've ever done has been in a way to try to find some kind of philosophy for the characters in the film, you know. And so that's why I have a need to for the characters to really analyze love, discuss it, kill it, destroy it, hurt each other, do all that stuff in that war, in that word polemic and picture polemic of what life is. You know. And the rest of the stuff really doesn't interest me. You know, it may interest other people, but I have one-track mind. That's all I'm interested in, is love. You start thinking about life, and you realize that everything is a movie.
Get excited. I'm getting excited. That's the only way to live. In the long run, you lose. Bye.
But everything you see is a movie. Only when it gets to the screen, it never is. No one will pay the price of being alone. No one will pay the price of being individual.
I love it. Get to me.
Very few movies are really interesting to me anymore. Most of them are just fluff.
I think that John has a great affinity for characters that are perceived by the world generally as crazy or cuckoo or wacko or at least eccentric. The character that I play is one of those characters that most people think is well, quite crazy. But we don't see it that way. Hello.
How are you?
Tell you the truth, I didn't think Mabel Longetian, Woman Under the Influence, was crazy either, where everyone else saw her as patently so. It's just that they have a different dream, a different thing that they wanted.
Right?
Quiet, please. Quiet.
Bibby.
Ready, Richard?
Are we just going to shoot this?
Al.
Yeah.
You do this any way you want, any speed that you want, you know?
So if people stay individual and keep thinking, then the movie isn't made by one person. The movie's made by a lot of people. And an atmosphere that is a particular kind of atmosphere that fits that picture. You know? To me, that's all a director's job is to make sure that that atmosphere is never the same. And watch the movement of the people, how crazy it is. Just pretend there's no ball. You never saw movements like this. They're crazy movements. What?
I know.
But take away the ball. Take away the ball.
And they look like fools.
You said it.
You couldn't do that. I mean, you couldn't ask people to do things like that.
Could make people do things like that.
So,
Here's what we got. I'm just saying that it's hard to take care of a kid, and that's what you should be doing. Sarah, well, I'm almost not crazy.
Nothing that you planned is ever on the film. Something else may be on the film, but nothing that you planned will ever come to life.
okay, read on.
There's something alive about films that says, I resist you.
Jack, well, it doesn't...
The film itself resists, and it says to you, you think you're going to do this, but I'm going to do something else. And I'm not telling you what I'm going to do.
Well, I'm not, almost not crazy.
All right.
Is the next thing.
Okay, well, don't do that.
All right.
Okay.
He says, I know we're divorced, but...
seems very empty without you. And she says,
I love you, you dumblehead.
right, okay. He says, what's that next? Well, let's see, what's the speech that follows here?
We're divorced. That part of our life is over. I'm just saying that it's hard to take care of a kid, and that's what you should be doing.
I know it doesn't make any sense, but that's what you should be doing. Okay? I think if you were in an ordinary movie, someone would say, pick up the dialogue, or let's go here, or this is what you should do. We need a little pizzazz here and all that stuff, and that would be disastrous, I think, for a scene like that. So when it gets out to a movie theater, somebody might say it's dull. Somebody else might say it's the most devastating scene I've ever seen. Somebody else might say, what was that all about? You know? And the way we make pictures is we make pictures for people that are interested in specifics. They're not going to be interested in everything. They're going to be interested in that scene. I love that scene. Somebody else say, I hate that scene, because it has something to do with their life. And in that sense, it's not like a movie. It's a movie tries to pacify people by keeping it going for them so that it's sheer entertainment. Well, I hate entertainment.
Wait, no.
Say when.
Darren, put one in your nose. And I'll put one in.
Oh, God.
You have her sign. Okay, slow down, Darren.
Slow down.
She's down 40,
Come on, mind
65 seconds.
No, one more time.
Why don't you get...
You're going to sing? I've got more money, don't worry.
You'll laugh this time.
No,
I'll pay...
no.
All right, ready?
No,
Is the bet
She's
20
not gonna
cents,
laugh
right?
anymore,
Wait,
John.
no.
I don't think
Yeah,
she's gonna laugh
I bet
anymore.
you any amount of money.
I don't think she's gonna laugh anymore.
I'll bet you. I know what to do to make it. We're betting?
$1 bet.
Okay, here we go. I have $1. I got a lot of dollars. Ready?
Okay.
Ready?
Come on, Zoe, you can do it. John, on your wardrobe. Come on, Zoe.
We split. Come on, we split.
We got $1 there?
He plays that make me laugh game with the girls. That one was always a surefire winner.
John, the wardrobe.
Well, since it always won with our children, I thought maybe it would work with the child in the script. With that underlying feeling, he set the scene. The whole point is that she wants to make her husband and daughter laugh. They're not going to, because they don't think she's funny. And she has this dedication to gaiety and the things that she thinks that life should be, rather than what they think it should be. And she calls her husband home from work. She calls her daughter home from school, just to make them laugh. This is a scene I didn't know about till we got there, because I wouldn't have slept for several nights had I known. I had thought it was going to be just a couple of small things with some of the things I do with our own children. But he bought a lot of funny little things that you get at joke stores, or not so funny, depending how you look at them, but I think they're funny. The first time I heard about it was about when you were hearing about it.
We'll have one camera here that will be featuring Seymour and the daughter. So when we come around, one camera will be on Jenna, and one camera will be on the paraphernalia. And we're done with it, okay? So in 2 shots, we're done with this. One this way and one that way. Let's get it this way so that we can contain the light, and then we're in good shape, all right?
Listen, have you got a minute?
I said, John, I'm not going to do it. I'm just not going to do it. I haven't rehearsed that, and I went into a sort of panic. And I said, at least we should have a complete rehearsal on that. But he said, no, you do your best to make them laugh. If you can do it, and they've been instructed not to laugh. So it's up to you. And so from that point on, it was improvisation. the only improvisation in the script.
Then that's where I'm kind of then I could say, okay, think of a spider. With breasts, that one.
Yeah. All right.
And then they still don't laugh. And I say, okay, I'm running out of time. This is it. You're not good, and I go to the end of the pool, and he flips off.
No, you go to the end of the pool, take your shoes off and everything else. You ready? You gonna laugh? Gonna laugh?
Okay.
This has been a very difficult picture for Jenna because she has no time. There's so many individuals on the set that nobody even gives her that 2-minute or 3-minute period when she walks onto the floor of, okay, she says, I wait all day for my turn. And then you sons of bitches never say anything. I mean, you just keep on going. Put the camera here, do the thing, and there's never any time. There isn't that 2-minute period of time. I bet you our love.
I'll bet what?
Our love. Yeah. I'll bet our love that I can make you laugh. You've got to write this down, sweetheart. You can't stand around listening.
Yeah. John, just look at this for me. Tell me if this will work for you so I'll know.
No, I'm right in the middle of a rehearsal,
Oh,
babe.
I didn't know you were rehearsing.
Nice. Yeah. So,
I'll bet you our love I can make you laugh.
I bet your love we can make you laugh. Okay, so what we're gonna do if we ever get Seymour and
They were right here.
we could rehearse just the words that are in there and then accommodate it to the scene, and then you guys could work it out yourselves and then do it. All right, I tell you what, go relax. Don't worry. But I'll say to Jenna, why didn't you tell me that's a terrible line? Why would you try to do that, you know? And she says, what do you mean, why would I try to do that? You're the director. You and Ted wrote this thing. Go ahead and change it. I'm not going to say anything. Maybe you have some other crazy idea in your mind, you know. What I try to encourage actors to do is if they don't want to say it, don't say it.
I like that.
That's a guarantee. You're supposed to just hang on.
That's fine, Dick. Because when it goes over, just like
The more time that I have to think about my character, the happier I am with it. I'm very reluctant to let that part of it go. Zoe the other day, she said, every time you're doing a part, she said, I'll be talking in the middle of it, you just sort of drift off, and it's true. You do, because something she will have said will remind me of something or make me think of something, and it just catches me so totally while I'm working. And the children are wonderful about it because they're so practical. They don't get alarmed when you drift off and they're staring off into another world. Zoe always says, Earth the mother, come back.
When you open it, when you open the thing, I want you to open it. Okay? Here we go. Just 3 things. Let's go, guys.
Anyone who has eyes to see can tell almost anything about your life from watching you on film. You just can't hide it. No matter how much you are into a character, you can just see an actor's soul on film. And actors know that, and it's sort of unnerving. I don't think humor can come out of anything but hard work. I don't think humor can come out of anything but tragedy.
You're not gonna make me laugh. I don't have a sense of humor.
We'll see.
This is the most ridiculous, crazy idea I've ever heard.
You're pitiful.
It's enough. That is enough. I want you to stand right there. I want you to look right into my eyes. You hear nothing but the sound of my voice. Does my fox face mean anything to you? All right.
Not funny.
Never mind.